Our show, yeah, it's back again. Season 2. A place to call home. Lightning McQueen, a hotshot rookie race car, had just finished the most important race of his career. He didn't come in first, but he had proven he was a car to watch. Now he was driving back to his new home in Radiator Springs with his friends. They had all gone to California to cheer him on. Sheriff pulled up alongside as they drove. "We're mighty glad you decided to stay in Radiator Springs," he said. "Me too," Lightning said. "I just don't want to spend any more time with Bessie," he joked. Bessie was a paving machine that Lightning had worked to repave portions of the local road he torn up. Sheriff laughed, then he said, "Bessie is an important member in town too. Why, without her, our streets will still be dirt." Mater pulled up ahead of the other cars. "You can't turn as easy on dirt," he said as he drove up the shape of 8. "And forget about driving backward. I'm sure these roads are so smooth." "Wow," Lightning said. "I didn't know Bessie had been here that long." "Son, there's a lot to know about this town," Sheriff said. He began to tell Lightning about it. His name Stanley had been the first to cruise into the area. He decided to name the town Radiator Springs. When Lizzie rolled in years later, Stanley fell in love and asked her to stay and sell bumper stickers in a curio shop. At first, Lizzie's shop was just a tent at the side of a road, as new cars began to settle in town. Lizzie and Stanley helped them make their own stores. Lizzie even moved the building into the center of the town. "So that's how it was first built, son." It seemed that just about every car that traveled stopped in Radiator Springs. The cars opened a tire shop, a paint shop, a cafe, amongst many other stores. Anything a car would be found in a friendly little town, and the sheriff explained how wealthy and important car in Las Vegas and opened the Wheel-Well Motel. "That was some fancy motel," the sheriff said. "We even know we had a governor to come spend the night." That's when he was in the proper town. Lightning knew about the old motel. Sally had bought there to see the valley when he first come to Radiator Springs. He knew she loved the old building. As the sheriff continued to describe the town, Lightning wished he could have been there to see it then. "Radiator Springs is the best stop on the road," the sheriff said. "And you are here in town then?" Lightning asked. "You bet," sheriff explained. "With the town growing, I was hired to keep the riffraff under control." "I hired Red too," the sheriff continued. He glanced at the shy fire engine at the edge of the crowd of cars. "I knew we needed a firefighter, and Red is about the most helpful truck I know." The fire engine had been listening, blushed. Sheriff chuckled. Took some folks a while to realize that even Bill Red is so shy. "He'll always be there when you need him." "Into town next," Sheriff continued. "That's right," the tow truck interrupted. "I was turning the car who had blown a gasket. There was a doctor here in town." The cars turned to look at Doc Hudson. He sighed and said, "After my racing days were over, I was looking for a town where I could slow down. Couldn't imagine a better place than here." He finished with a small smile. Lightning listened eagerly as the other cars told their stories. He knew Sally, the shiny blue sports car, and a lawyer in California, but he never heard about Luigi and Guido's boat ride all the way from Italy. Flo had been a famous show car. She came to Radiator Springs while the Motorama girls were traveling to the next show. She had started to stay in town after she met Ramon. They've been cruising low and slow ever since. "We used to have refreshments, schools, and shopping stores," said once everyone had told their stories. The cars then made it back to town and were at Flo's VA Cafe. After the long trip, they were ready for a sip of oil. "It's great that so many cars or stopped here along the way and decided to stay. The cars looked at one another. See? Sally finished. Radiator Springs still is the stop in the mother road. She smiled. The town wouldn't be the same if we all hadn't ended up here. I'm sure glad I stayed here. Where would I have owned tomatoes if I hadn't? Lizzie drove over to welcome everyone back home. It was so quiet here without you. I started to think I'd find new cars to resell in this town. Of course not, Doc replied. We took a long home is all, but it's not good to be back. That night, all cars gather in town. They thought about going to a drive-in movie or cruising the streets to enjoy the neon lights. But instead, they parked in front of Casa de la Tires and told more stories about their lives before they roamed the town. Lightning smiled as he listened to his friends tell their tales. He was glad he found his way to Radiator Springs. He couldn't think of a better place to call home. You know what stickers called Sally? Yes. Sally. And we'll be. Radiator Springs is just great. And we'll be together forever if it's rebuilt. This is great! Many months later. No matter how they toss the